future pants. They're pants we're going to wear tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. I guess we all have future pants. They're pants we're going to wear tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
And but sent her, like, it's on a Facebook group, and
So this is odd to me that you're saying that this ancestry angel.
well, DNA Angel, yeah.
DNA
That's
Angel.
it's a nonprofit. You can look them up.
Right, so they're legit.
Oh no, they're very legit.
But it's handled through Facebook, is where it's.
They have a Facebook group, and they have a website. Like, that's where we started at, was on a website.
Okay.
And then all the Facebook stuff that got added into it. Like, they have to email you and everything before you can be accepted.
Yeah.
They have to let you in. But she said, hey, don't engage on, like, because these DNA angels can reach out to people.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman, the DNA angel, told my mom, like, hey, when we find, she said, when we find them, are you okay? Like, if these people ask, hey, who's trying to reach out? Mm-hmm. Is it okay if we give them your name? And Mom was like, yeah. I'm like, well, Mom, you know, you got to understand, like, these people are probably your age, maybe older, and if they're just finding out that, hey, they might have a half sister, or, you know, they have a daughter, like, this is gonna be kind of like crazy, wild information for them.
Yeah.
And, like, don't be mad if they don't accept you and your sons or whoever into the family, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, just think of you, like,
accepting a stranger.
Yeah. Oh, dude, exactly. Like just, you know, like in your, like, if you know, put it in your shoes and your mom's shoes, like, oh, I have a half brother out there somewhere or a half sister.
Yeah.
Like, that would be like, well, holy shit, you know, I'm 30 years old in my life. Your mom's however old. So I was like, if they resent you kind of in a way or don't want nothing to do with you, just accept the fact, you know? Because that's a lot of information coming in. Like, you know, oh, my pops, you know, messed around with someone back in the day. Like,
business trip or something.
Yeah. So I was like, just don't be mad. And she was like, I'm not, son. You know, I just want to know who my dad is. And I was like, I got you, Ma. You know, because I was always curious too. I know who my grandmother and grandfather are on my dad's side. I know I could trace them all the way back. And what's crazy is my mom's tree. It goes all the way back to 1850s, like post Civil War. And I'm like, holy shit, you know, this is a lot of stuff.
Well, from what they found so far, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It goes back even further than that. But.
Oh, dude, it definitely does. And but it's coming down to the wire because my mom's relaying all this information to me. My mom's older, and she was like, you know, help me manage my account.
Yeah.
And but my mom sent me something this morning. She was like, hey, they found this guy on Facebook. I reached out to him to see if, you know, to gather any information. Well, he doesn't look like a terrible person. He looks like a cool person. So, you know, I don't think I don't know. You know, I just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
For my mom's sake. And of course, I'm going to be respectful in any way. Like, if they don't want to do what's cool, man, you know, it is what it is. I just, you know, I care about my mom. And, you know, she can't help what all happened, you know. Because her mother, my grandmother, never said anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, but with all the technology and DNA stuff that we have nowadays, here we are. But she said she reached out to one guy, and I checked the guy's Facebook profile out. He hasn't been on since for a while. I don't even know if he'll reply to that DNA angel woman. But yeah, apparently on the Facebook group, like, people are mad and this, that, and the other. Like, they found out, you know, they're finding out who their families are. She was like, you don't engage with it, you know, just let it be. Well, God. My mom was like, no, I don't plan on it, you know. Yeah. These are other people's business, not mine. It's real interesting, man. I'm kind of curious to find out.
if they did, they were receptive of her, would she want to like go travel out and meet them wherever they're at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they're pretty local.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
you didn't
but my
start-
mom would want me to go with her.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to be very respectful, you know, this, that, and the other. Yeah, if they were receptive, yeah, you know, we're nice people. Like, we just, you know, want to get down to the root of all things. I was going to be crazy. Yeah, your father messed around with, you know, this woman back in the day. But you can't say it like that. Like, it sounds, you know, fucked up. You know, it's just they got to know, oh, you know, my mom is your half sister or whatever. But we'll see, man. It's coming down to the wire. It's getting close. Yeah, these people don't play around. Once they get on the case, they said, yeah, give us 3 weeks. I'm like, damn, 3 weeks? Takes that long?
If you're into investigating, it's got to be like a pretty good gig too.
Oh,
to
heck
do.
yeah, dude. And they accept donations, and my mom's like, you know, son, we should donate. I'm like, yeah, no, we definitely will. Because they help other families too, so. And you can message people on Ancestry, and we messaged that guy that was her half brother, and I don't think he ever gets on, and never seen him or anything. So, but people usually like people, you know, older people usually stay on Facebook and stuff like that. So. Because I was talking to my buddy about it, and he was like, it's like, well, you need to have a long talk with your mom. Like, if this family didn't know about your mom at all, like, that could be kind of somewhat traumatizing or just a shock. Not traumatizing, but a shock.
Especially Pop's not being around anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what we think. We think her dad is dead. He's been passed away. But her dad has sons or daughters still living, so, you know, that they grew up their whole life like, hey, you know, this is my family, this is my mom, you know, and I could understand that. Yeah. Well, Grandma was a Rolling Stone, and so was her mother. Apparently her mother was too hot to trot, as mother would say. Like my mom's mom was raised by her grandparents. Because her mom was, you know, young, getting after it apparently.
Oh, you was on was you on ARC yesterday?
No, I got
The day
home.
before?
Yeah, day before. I could play with the same people my nephew and my brother do. And I could see as a streamer, playing Arc Raiders could be damn volatile. We downed these dudes and we were free kits and Salamantis, and they started screaming upset at these dudes. And it's, I mean, of course it's funny, but as a streamer, you're like, these dudes.
Yeah, I was on Gray Zone one day and joined a lobby. And as soon as we joined a lobby, we were at like HQ, and HQ is where everybody loads in on your faction.
Yeah.
And they were talking shit to each other, and I was like, I was laughing. I was like, oh yeah, man, this is a spicy group we're next to. Yeah. Then they just started dropping N bombs.
Yeah, there
and I was
it
like,
is.
all right, yeah, we got
So,
it. And, and my buddies was like, did you just quit? And I was like, yep. They're gonna be in our faction and around us. They can't be around.
Yeah. That's why I can see being on a streamer server, right? You know that these people aren't gonna do that to jeopardize their channels. And usually, like I would say, Arc Raiders, the Embark, and the studio, they're pretty good about banning people. Because they'll send you a message, hey, you know, thank you for reporting. We took care of this, you know, blah, blah, blah. I can only imagine what hell at least Vietnam's going to be like. Oh my God. Vietnam's going to be crazy, especially if you're on the VC side.
Yeah.
It's gonna be those role players in there.
Well, yeah. When I was just thinking, I like playing the game squad, but I can never stream squad just because of all the military guys that play it that are just fucking say obscene shit.
They let it loose, dude. They don't.
Yeah, and like you'll join as like the Chinese infantry forces. The shit they say.
Yeah,
they're role playing, all right.
Oh yeah, they're getting into it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
And like it's funny, but I was like, God damn, dude, like this
is not appropriate for
this
streams.
is not appropriate.
Oh man. Yeah, military people, they have no filter, bro. They're gonna fucking let it out. But dude, when I was in the Marine Corps, dude, it was all of us together, like that came from many different parts of the United States. Like, as soon as I hit the fleet, you know, where are you from? Fucking Kentucky? You know, as soon as they heard me, you know. And of course they say the normal shit, you know. But it's all, at the end of the day, like, I grew so close to these guys, you know, it was all love at the end of the day. It's just, that's how we bonded, you know, we banter the shit out of each other. We talk the most stone cold shit to each other. What all places did you go see in the UK, dude?
We landed in London, and what we did was like 2 nights, and then pretty much 2 days worth there, and then drive to the next place midday, 2 nights, and the next place.
Nice.
we did London, then we went to York. York is where I saw that Warhammer shop at. I liked York a lot. London was okay. London's expensive.
Yeah. It's probably very very touristy.
Some parts, yeah. It's like I was heading out of town, and originally wasn't gonna go there, but I told my mom we're gonna drive into the heart of London a little bit more, and I ended up driving by like Big Ben and all that. And,
Wow.
There's just so many people, tens of thousands of people out.
Jesus.
Yeah, London was cool. I just stayed in like the little area we were in, which wasn't far from like the British Museum.
Nice.
So I went there, and that was the main thing of the Sunday we were there. The majority of the day was being at the museum, and then went to kind of like this more like progressive, like gentrified like area. What's up, PB? Welcome in. Because my mom has celiac and she has to eat gluten-free, so like I was trying to find gluten-free places along the way, but I found a gluten-free fish and chip shop.
Yeah, can't say that fast.
Yeah, and I took her to that, and we ate there.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Just able to get her like some gluten-free onion rings too. And
There you go.
yeah, she was like super stoked about it.
Yeah, I would hate if I had celiac, you know. I feel for people that do.
Which majority of places along the way were great about having options and knowing how to alter their menu items to be gluten-free. So like, yeah, I mean, I have to give it to the UK. Like they were very good with
That's awesome.
accommodating people with food allergies.
My niece has a allergy, tick-borne allergy.
She can't eat red meat.
Red meat, man.
Yeah, was it limes?
Limes, yeah, there it is. I was trying to think of it.
Yeah, my sister got that.
Doesn't it? I think it only doesn't it last a certain amount of time, like 10 years or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's what they.
Yeah,
what they say.
but hell, you get so used to not eating red meat by that point, you're like, oh, you know, you can't even eat deer meat.
Yeah.
You know, dang man, that sucks.
Thing was created by Bill Gates.
It had to be, dude.
This impossible burger
Yeah,
movement.
that's shit, man. When did your mom discover that she had celiac? Well, some people don't discover that till later on in life.
Yeah, it was. I think she was in her 40s by the time she.
So she would get sick and like not know why.
Yeah, I mean, but like for the most part, like she just didn't eat a ton of things.
Okay.
Ton of carb, or not,
Like
ton of
gluten
bread like
items, yeah.
things. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably a thing. Like she probably just thought she had like IBS or something.
Yeah.
Along the way.
Most people do probably. I think most people think like, oh, my stomach's upset or you know something's going on. You know.
Fingers keep tingling today.
Oh, dude, yeah, that labrum tear in my left shoulder makes my arms twitch out sometimes. We're all busted up, dude. And you don't even know if it's a neck issue or whatever, you know, or back issue.
Yeah, I will be on a lot today.
Yeah, I can make a caffeine run.
Well, that's the thing is I'm up right now, bro. I've been drinking the first form in the mornings, and then having something else later. Like yesterday, I did first form in the morning, and then about halfway through my streaming day, I streaming gaming day, I made a pot of coffee.
Oh man.
And by a pot, I mean like a French press,
Yeah,
not like
oh,
a
okay.
full size pot. But it was like 3 cups of coffee, and that I drank. And then, I mean, I had some wine last night too, so like I was gonna stay up to like close to 11 with my buddy. He's playing Gray Zone for the first time.
Oh nice.
Or not the first time since the update. And I was trying to stay up with him, and by like a little bit after 10, I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't keep my eyes open now. Get off there.
It's hard to burn the candle on both ends.
The other day on the way to the show, I mean, I had a first form in the morning, stopped and got a Red Bull. So I've been having too much caffeine, is what I'm getting at. Just listening to that Peanut Plays DayZ highlight thing. And a while back, I was talking to my buddy about it. I heard him describe DayZ as like the game for middle-aged dads. This is before the idea came up. He's like, I don't know if I'll ever play it. DayZ is for middle-aged dads. Like, that guy will sit in the woods for 4 hours for you to show up and then shoot you one shot. It's like, that's where they thrive. And then on the video I was watching today, he's talking to Hutch, because Hutch's server and all, and he's like, Hutch, why do you have me playing a homeless simulator? And I was like, that's a good, funny explanation for DayZ. It's a homeless simulator.
Homeless simulator, yeah. That's awesome. Oh, dude, Peanut is hilarious, dude. When he gets to having those voodoos on his channel, man, he gets hilarious, bro.
It's kind of nice to see too. Like he's good at Tarkov, and then has been good playing these other games. But to see like DayZ's a real one, because he's struggling pretty fucking bad at it. Yeah,
until he gets the hang of it. Man.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a learning curve.
But I've been in it for like so long. It's like, oh yeah, it is fucking hard.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing people that just get into it and trying to discover everything. At Summit, you know, he's been playing DayZ for a bit, you know, on and off. So he's got a decent grasp on it.
And he's good at it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to start up and playing Counter-Strike, you know. So he's got a first-person base for sure.
One guy that I used to really like watching a lot of. I haven't watching him a lot lately. It was by Ash on there. I saw he got back on it for the streamer event too.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've watched Ash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit up my friend knows how to reach out to them and get on the servers.
That'd be good, dude. That'd be a solid.
I'm just looking forward to the funny interactions along the way.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those. A lot of interesting interactions. How long does it usually take for them to like reach out once you reach out to them?
Oh, I don't know. You talking about for the server?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the process at all. I do know a friend of mine got our other friend in it, so I think it was like I think he said something like through Twitter or X.
Oh,
I don't really use that. I do have an account, but I don't really use it.
yeah. I never used Twitter either.
You doing all right in here, though?
Oh yeah, dude. All of
Got an ad incoming on Twitch, guys. So, video talking about that the GTA 6 pre-orders may go live this month.
Dude. They don't even have a release date on that game yet, do they?
November. It's November 11th or something like that. Or maybe just November 26th.
Oof. That's a big thing, man.
Yeah.
GTA 6 is gonna.
I'm gonna end up buying it twice.
Oh, really?
And one for console and then one for PC.
Oh.
Keeping his arm over your working arm helps with less numbness in the hands and fingers. You mean like in my own hands and fingers? Now for me, it's keeping my chest up and my hands below my heart seems to be working. I'm guessing it's circulation today.
I know your back probably hurts after a while.
Oh yeah, it depends. Usually my ass hurts more than anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From sitting all day.
Okay.
I also rest his arm into my arm so I'm not cranking on his shoulder quite as much. Because if his arm was underneath mine, I'd pretty much be putting him in like a
Armbar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
My shoulder is already messed up.
A little bend of the elbow allows it to turn just a little bit more.
I've been, like, I think I told you before, I've been babying this left shoulder because of my labrum tear. It's a partial tear, not a full, but I still feel it.
You're still training though, right?
Yeah, just not rolling hard. I say that when I go down 6 rounds with guys, and I wake up the next morning and feel like an old man getting out of bed.
Shit, that was me that evening. That's one thing, I miss it so much, but that's one thing I don't miss. I can get home after rolling hard, lay on the couch for a moment after a shower, and it just don't feel like moving.
Don't, yeah, you're just
You almost like can't move.
You're just done, dude, yeah. Your body's completely exhausted.
Then you go back the next day or the following after. And
Glutton for punishment.
Yeah, and you're like, all right, let's do it all again. Let's fucking do it again. Greatest my cardio had ever been in my life was doing jujitsu.
But your body took a toll.
Yeah.
Do you like know what BlizzCon is?
What is?
BlizzCon.
Blizz?
Blizz, yeah, BLIZZ. Like Blizzard Entertainment.
Blizzard does WoW, right?
Yeah, they do WoW, they do Warcraft, they do StarCraft. They got BlizzCon coming out in September, and they haven't done it in a while, after COVID and everything. So this is going to be like a huge grand opening due to them like not having it for a couple of years. But I'm interested to see what releases they have coming. The whole, if you're a big WoW fan, they're talking about Classic Plus. So they have their original World of Warcraft vanilla game, and they released that, but they want a lot of players, or a decent amount of the niche players, wanted the vanilla version of the game. But they were like, what if, we never went to the Burning Crusade Classic or the Burning Crusade, what if we just stayed in Azeroth? So there's been rumors. Well, it's not really rumors. They kind of confirmed it, but haven't said it. That we're going to be releasing a Classic Plus version of the game.
So like takes it back to its roots.
Well, they went back to the roots when they released Classic World of Warcraft Classic in 2019, but then they expanded again by re-releasing Burning Crusade and then Wrath of the Lich King. And now, like they said, what if we didn't leave Azeroth? What if we stayed? And they add more stuff within Azeroth using the base mindset, the base style of the game.
Yeah, stay true to the base.
Correct.
But you're getting new areas and things.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited about that. I'm a huge WoW nerd at heart.
Yeah, I try to be conscious of that too. And if my clients' hands are falling asleep, I try not to let them stay asleep too long. We'll take a break, get up, use a restroom, move around. Which is about every hour and a half to 2 hours for that. I was reading Guy Atchison's book a long time ago that he said you don't want your client to leave with nerve damage at the end of a long session. Blizzard is copying what private servers did years ago.
Yep. Well,
I mean, I guess saying that's kind of like the relation to DayZ, right? Like,
yeah.
Like those that want vanilla like gameplay but don't want hackers and cheaters, so they'll just create their own server.
Yeah, so there was a big thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure like the WoW community, everyone knows it, that keeps up with that stuff. They just put a lawsuit against a private server, a cease and desist. It started as a cease and desist to this private server called Turtle WoW. Well, Turtle WoW was getting a huge fan base, and they released their own version of Classic Plus, and they got so big, and
Yeah, but did they charge for it?
They didn't charge for it, but they had in-game shops, and Turtle WoW was making money off of that.
Oh, I got you. So
Yeah.
Pay to play within their servers.
Well, yeah, you didn't have a subscription like you have to pay for WoW, but you could pay for other things like in-game, like skins or just.
But
stuff
it's on
like
the WoW platform.
It's on the WoW platform.
Got you. Okay.
So they did.
They're using their license.
Oh yeah, they're definitely use their license. Okay. It is wrong, but like you said, they wanted to create their own version of Classic Plus because WoW wasn't releasing it. So, you can look at it from two different standpoints.
Yeah, well, where you get into it is you can do that as long as you're not charging money.
Oh,
there's a lot of games out there that like games will update, change, and then the fan base is like, no, we like the classic.
Yep.
So they'll make a clone.
Yep.
But they can't charge for it,
and
so
that's
it'll be free to play.
Yeah, and so it was free to play, but they had an in-game shop.
Yeah,
that's
so
where
that's
they were
where
making
they
their money. Yeah,
try to take it a little too far.
Correct. And Turtle WoW was also kind of they started getting bold, meaning they started taunting them on X.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, they were.
Shit.
Yeah, they were directly at them on X. Saying, "Hey, you fucking suck. You're not doing this, that, and the other." And whether it was true or not, you're still stealing the license.
Yeah.
But most of their developers or the people that were running the server were out of country, either in Russia or other countries, and they thought they were safe. Well, they had an American liaison here in America, and they went after him with a fucking hammer, a ball peen hammer to be specific. And Blizzard Entertainment has a lot of money, so their lawyers were on it hard, and but yeah, they sent out the cease and desist. They ignored it. Then they filed the whole lawsuit, and then the whole lawsuit turned into a whole damn RICO case, bro. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
You need to adjust more?
Oh, turn a little bit.
Grab your hoodie.
And yeah, it blew up real fucking quick, bro. And yeah, a whole RICO case. Like, you only hear that on drug charges or like mafia shit. So, but yeah. And Turtle Wow did have to eventually shut down their servers. And in that lawsuit, they wanted all their data, all their stuff that they put into the game. Mm-hmm. But see, this is playing off history, because back in the day, before World of Warcraft released their World of Warcraft Classic back in 2019, there was this private server called Mysterious, and they weren't charging anything that I know of, and they just had the classic version of the game. Mm-hmm. People were playing on it, and it got real big, really big. And then they sent the cease and desist to these guys, and these guys were like stay-at-home dad. You know, they were dads at home, and you know, they get a knock on their door at 10 o'clock at night, like, hey, here's a cease and desist. You know, stop hosting your private server. We're gonna come down with the, you know, full effect of the law, essentially. And but the crazy thing back then is they took the Mysterious crew, flew them out to California in their studio, and asked them, like, hey guys, we want to release a classic version of the game. You want to help us?
Oh, so they brought them on.
So they didn't charge them. They just sent the cease and desist. They applied to it, and they said, all right, we're going to shut the server down. So, you know, they didn't have to go through with a full-blown lawsuit and stuff like that. But yeah, they flew them out to California, and they pretty much said, hey, this is what we did, you know. And then in 2019, they released the classic version of WoW, and everyone was very happy. Then they started releasing TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. And, you know, and now we're at a stale point again. They were like, well, you know, we want a classic plus version of the game. Like, what if we never left Azeroth? You know, you still have undiscovered places, or places that could be worked on within Azeroth, and keep the vanilla version of the game like what people loved. And like I said, history was repeating itself. They sent the cease and desist. They filed a whole damn lawsuit, then went to a RICO case, and they got the server shut down. Now we're coming up to September, BlizzCon, and everyone's expecting them to say, hey, we're releasing Classic Plus, essentially.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't know. They haven't full out came out and said it, but they've been hinting the hell out of it. Like I said, if you're a huge WoW nerd and you pay attention to this crazy stuff, you know, you'll definitely know about it. I'm neither going to confirm nor deny that did I try Turtle WoW. You know, I will say that the developers knew the direction that their fan base wanted. And the thing with these private servers, dude, it's like everyone's playing with everyone. So, you know, you could be an American playing with some dude in France, Sweden, you know, Russia. It's kind of like, you know, oh wow, I'm playing with like people from all over the world, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's
pretty cool
like
to
about
me.
DayZ.
Yeah, it's really cool, dude.
I think one of my teammates yesterday, I think he was in Argentina.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The other one, Scotland.
Yeah.
One in Oregon.
It's legit, dude. Because on those private servers, like, they would have like little mafias. That's what I would call them.
Like factions.
Like it's a Horde and Alliance, but like, you know, there's like one spot to farm resources, like Devil Sword leather and stuff, and you have the Devil Sword Swedish Mafia just rolling around at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2 o'clock here in the morning, but over there in Sweden it's midday or whatever. And, you could tell when the times change because they hop off, and the next thing you know, you got Americans hopping on,
Yeah, that's, you can see it in, like, if we're on a UK server earlier in the day, like, it'll be full pop. And then you get late in the evening here, and the population drops. Yeah. So, like, a third or a quarter of what the server is set up for, so.
Well, that's how people work together in like DayZ. Like if they have or not DayZ, Rust. If they had a base.
Yeah, they have someone literally on the clock.
We got our Brits getting on during their time,
shift,
and then we got our Americans hopping on at this time. So they got full coverage of the base at all times.
Yeah, some of the DayZ servers, if you have a base though, and big enough faction, it's like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy how we could work together like that. Come to a mutual agreement.
The George AM said, my sub is active on retail for a long time, but now I found a reason to touch that game. Weird that I used to play it on private servers as a kid, wishing to play retail. I guess because private was free.
Private was free, correct. Yeah. Like I said, you didn't have to pay a subscription at all.
Yeah.
It's cool that you got some WoW fans in there, man. They could all geek out. I don't know, man.
I tried to play for like 2 hours one day. That was my buddy's PC when I was like 14 years old.
That's awesome, dude. So you got a little taste of the MMORPG, and
I got my ass kicked right away. Is what happened.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, I'm not.
it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own niches, man. Some people like MMORPGs, and some people like extraction shooters, and everyone has their own little niche. I love it all. I played Counter-Strike. When I was like 6 years old, I watched my brother play Medal of Honor online, and I was like,
I played it not long ago.
Dude, really?
Yeah. I can't. PS2 version.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I bought it at a. Is either a pawn shop or a secondhand game shop. There's one in Raleigh and the surrounding areas. And so instead of GameStop, it's. I can't remember if it's called like Game for Less or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, it's pretty fucking solid.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude.
It plays pretty fucking. The only thing that I had issue with was the objectives were not clear. So I was like, where the fuck do I go? What do I do?
Well, back in the day, dude, they were just worried about shooting each other,
It took me like 30 minutes to realize I had to run back across the beach and pop in this one little mortar hole, and that was it.
That's awesome, dude.
But the overall game, I was like, wow, I forgot PlayStation was like pushing boundaries back then.
Dude, back then, man, that was the pinnacle of gaming. Yeah, I remember Medal of Honor online, and then like Counter-Strike 1.5. 1.6 was out, man, and that was like the epitome of first-person shooters, and people would have LAN parties straight up getting after it,
I used to do that with Halo.
Yep, Halo
2 LAN parties.
Yep. Yeah. That brought people together, man. My brother would be like, yeah, I'm going over to what's his name's house. He's bringing his whole setup.
You buy a little square TV about that big.
Yep.
Yeah, just AV jacks in the front, not even the back.
I'm ready
They're
to
in the
go,
front.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, brings back memories, dude.
I actually played some Halo 2 not long ago. I bought the Master Chief on Steam.
Oh, like the Master Chief Collection?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad they released that.
Yeah, the people that still play Halo 2 fucking play Halo 2 though.
Oh, they damn get out.
Yeah, it was like because back when I played Halo 2, like you had the ranking system.
Yeah.
And like I was good at holding rank around like 25 to 30. But if you threw me in like a 35 or 40 rank lobby, like I just could not
Be getting
keep
murked.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like it felt like I was back in one of those.
Well, you gotta think. How long have these people been playing this?
Well, that's
game?
what I'm saying. I think they came back and kept playing it. And like
Yeah.
this is all they play. Like it is. Which like I know, like if I played it consistently for a couple weeks, I could get back up there to like remembering where to toss the nade on spawn and like.
Man, dude, those old games, man.
I've been doing. I haven't done it in a while because it's been over a month now because I haven't had a Sunday available to do it. I was doing single player Sunday on stream. I was replaying the Mafia 1,
Oh man.
the definitive edition.
Yeah.
Such a good game too. I have all these games that I want to get to on single player, but there's just like
Not enough time in the day.
years
And
from
the
now
week,
to
yeah.
fucking finish. Yeah. Do I use a stencil? Yeah, I use stencils, man. First session on a piece is stencil, and then we commit the stencil to them. I call it a commitment session. And then after the commitment session, we come back in and do detail sessions like this. I don't know if you've checked out my work on Instagram or anything, but if you do exclamation tattoo, you can see more of it. Your headphones. You want to grab it? You can hop up and.
Got it.
Later, George. Appreciate you stopping by. If you don't already, shoot me a follow on Twitch, man. I usually tattoo 2 or 3 sessions, sometimes 4 a week, and then also game on here too. Trying to think of like, I want to talk about the UK trip on stage. Make it funny, you know. Trying to think of how I would do that. It's like on the way there, I was like, for some reason, the airline didn't pair me with my mom on the seats. So like for the 8-hour flight from New York to London, we had to sit in separate seats, or pay hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, to be together.
Yeah. Which the person that runs it said that's weird. They usually pair people on the same reservation together.
Yeah.
And there was a whole fiasco with me not being able to check in and stuff like that ahead of time. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh man, thinking in my head, like, man, I'm going to 8 hours between 2 strangers, like, because I had the middle seat too. And, yeah. Luckily, like the lady to my left was like really petite and small, so that room wasn't an issue. And, she was super chill. She didn't say much, but very courteous. There was a point though where like she got up to use the bathroom, and I noticed her like being cautious of touching anything, and she wore her mask. She was cautious of touching things because you can opt in to use your phone to control the little screen in front of you, so you don't have to touch the screen.
Oh, nice.
And they like offer it, and I noticed she like had that, and she was making sure there was like space between us. She wasn't like rude or anything, but she clearly like felt like, oh, I don't want the germs of others, and you know.
That's understandable. Planes are dirty places.
Yeah, so like, but there was a point where she got up to go to the bathroom, and I wanted to go, but she left her personal headphones connected to the thing sitting there. So there's this rope here, and I was like, I don't want to touch her stuff. I don't think she'll like me touching her stuff. I don't want to move it, you know? Like, so I'm this courteous of a person in my head of like, I'm trapped right now and I can't get out because this lady left her headphones plugged in.
This
like,
rope is holding me back.
Yeah.
It's a tripwire.
And it's so funny is like, it's just a 3.5 millimeter cable keeping me from being able to get up and go to the bathroom myself.
Man.
And I don't know why, but maybe she was taking a shit. It took her like 15 minutes to come out of that bathroom.
Oh man, you probably.
So I was just sitting there, no headphones, like turning my head, waiting, you know. So like I was thinking about like that, like I got held hostage by a 3.5 millimeter cable, like aux cable. And then I was thinking of the aspect too of like the lady to the right of me seemed a little extroverted. We chatted for a little bit. I found out she's like a school teacher here in the area, and she's meeting friends. And
nice.
She had to get redirected to London to go to Dublin. So like she's meeting friends in Dublin. Her friend works for a tour guide company, which is really, really cool. And what they do is the company will send them to a location that has like tour things to tour and need a guide to do. And then that person goes there, learns all they can about it, does it for a while, a couple months at a time or so, and then they'll go somewhere else, learn about the history or whatever they're going to be being a guide to. And I was like, that checks some cool boxes.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
You get a sense of adventure. You're learning about things. They pay for it, you know, like
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I jokingly was like, what's the name of the company? Like, it's like, that would be a cool gig to do. But talk to me for a bit, and there was like different points throughout, like taking a break from watching TV or watching the show that we're watching, and like we'll chat again for a little bit. And she like passed out at one point, and I was still up watching my movie or whatever, and like her head was doing like the rolling thing, and I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, if her head rolls over on me, do I wake her up or do I just let her keep sleeping? You know, like
yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, I mean, it's weird. You're sleeping next to a stranger, so like, look at it at that. What? In society, why is it weird to sleep next to strangers? You know what I mean? Like, is it like always just been like a safety thing? Or, you know, why isn't it more acceptable? And then like an angle to it is like, if it was acceptable, then like, wouldn't it be more comfortable if we just all like dominoed, leaned into each other and slept on the plane? Like, wouldn't that be so much better?
It would.
So I'm like trying to figure out how to like segue to that and tie it in and make it funny of like, why can't we cuddle on airplanes?
There you go.
Why isn't that a thing?
Because really, you'll be sleeping more comfortably.
Yeah.
I like that segue. You're in the right
Yeah,
direction.
like we've gotten to know each other a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're stuck here for, I think for the sake of a joke, I would say like a 15-hour flight. You know, we ate dinner because we had our little trays, you know, like, and that was another thing of like, I genuinely was excited to get a tray lunch. Or tray dinner, but I was thinking of like a tray. It reminded me of school. I was like, ooh, I don't know what the chef prepared today.
Yeah.
You know?
What do we got?
Yeah. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad?
What box dinner are we getting today?
Yeah. And they gave you like a little, dessert with it too, and the desserts were good as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was so good. But I was like excited about it.
That's awesome.
And I didn't do it, but it was the thing of like, you look over at your neighbors and you're like, what'd you get?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
you want to trade?
Yeah. Can I have your chocolate milk?
Or, we're kids back in elementary school.
And I figured like if I'm doing it on stage, I could be like, I was excited. It reminded me of school and prison. Like,
yeah. Well, school and prison are kind of
very
interchangeable.
similar, yeah.
School and prison. Oh man. Well, I could give you a lot of first-hand accounts of prison for sure.
But then when we're on the trip, like I don't know if you've ever been to the UK, but like when you're driving through the countryside, like there's fields of lamb everywhere.
I haven't.
Like there's some, I saw some cattle, like along the way, but for the most part, it's just lamb. Every farm you see is lamb. Every lot on some acreage you see, it's lamb in there.
Wow.
And it was funny is like along the way, at first, like when we first got on the road, my mom was like, God, there's thousands of lambs out here. And then she was like, there's hundreds of thousands of lambs out here. There's millions of lambs out here. There's hundreds of millions. There's billions of lambs out here. Like as the trip kept going, like just because
the number kept increasing.
Yeah, the number kept just jumping to an extreme. And I was like, Mom, we saw like 20 lamb back there. There's not 10,000 lamb in that lot. Like, but yeah, she just kept progressing that number.
The number kept extravagantly climbing.
But then I was like, we were stopping off at like this trail to a waterfall. And it was a lot with lamb along the trail. Like it was a pretty well maintained state thing to get to this. Like it wasn't like hiking through the woods.
Yeah.
Like they had gravel pathway and stuff like
okay.
that. So, but it was like fields of lamb and like some barns in the fields and stuff like that. So it was like very aesthetic on the way. And I got some cool pictures of a little baby lamb. He even like jumped up and pulled like a leaves off the tree in front of me.
Oh wow!
And I got a good photo, but it's like dark. I didn't adjust. I forgot to adjust one setting on my camera, so it's like kind of dark. But I did capture it, and I'm hoping I can be able to edit it and like lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But there was these two little baby lambs, and they were just like aggressively. You know how like dogs aggressively play?
Yeah.
Like they were just aggressively running and playing with each other and bumping into each other, and but then they got close to, I guess, like one of the moms of the group, and they both like circled her and then like dove underneath her and was like just biting titty, just biting the shit out of her titty, and
Poor mom
started drinking it, right? And like,
my God.
And I was like, I've never related more to an animal in my life. Yeah. Because when I have a titty in my mouth, my tail wags like that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
But then, so that, I like instantly thought of that to say that joke to what happened there. But then like, it wasn't just those two little lambs. From that point forward, anytime you saw a little baby lamb nursing, the fucking tail would
Just
be,
gets to
yeah,
going,
just going ape shit. It was so happy to be eating.
I would have to agree with the lamb.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, yep. Can't relate to that one. That's a good one right there, dude.
Yeah. I figured out that turn the other day when I was thinking about it. It's like, if I save the tail wagging part for last,
Yeah.
then it seems to do a little bit better when I tell someone.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. I can vouch for that one.
When I was a cool gamer moment is when I was in York. One of the guys I play DayZ with regularly, he goes by Popsky on there.
Popsky. That's a nice name.
He drove out. Well, what he originally said was, I was like, I was going to be in York. You want to meet up while I'm out there? He was like, yeah, I actually have a friend that's a chef at a Michelin restaurant there, and we'll do lunch or something.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do that. And so he took care of like setting up the reservations and stuff for that. But so he's running behind because he forgot his phone. Then when he got back, the train that he was on got diverted. So, like running behind a bit to get to us. And so he told me his name to go in and like go ahead and get the reservation. When I did, the lady behind the counter was like, "Oh, party of 5." And I was like, "No, it's 3 of us. Maybe he knows some more people here," and he invited them out too. No, what he did was he hit up 2 more people in the DayZ community to come out and hang out with us. So like we ended up having like a little DayZ meetup.
Heck yeah, dude.
In York, and was
Mom
nice
got to
lunch.
Experience the full DayZ.
Yeah, she
Cheek
did.
out.
Yeah, they kept calling her Mama Joa because Joa is my name on.
That's
Twitch
awesome,
and all.
dude. That's legit, man.
Yeah. And she was like, so y'all play the game together? And I was like, oh well, yeah, the other ones sometimes like play the game with them. Like it's more the Ariana. She like creates the events and stuff that we play. And I was like, yeah, me and Popsky play all the time. And she's like, so you've never met them before? And I was like, no, that was the first time meeting them. Like,
But this is like that's the gaming community.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
obviously
like,
not going to go out and meet a murderer or
Yeah.
something.
Well, I didn't know. I just heard that, and I'm sitting there drinking some tea, waiting on him to show up, and like, Ariana goes, "What's up, Joel?" And I like look up, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, guys?" Like, I didn't know you guys were coming, so
That is awesome.
yeah, it was really cool.
Your mom was like, "So you never met these people before?"
Yeah, she just was like, she was just like kind of blown away of like, so you play a game online, and that's how you know these people, and now like they've come to hang out with you. Like, it's like it's really cool. So
That is really cool, dude. That's
and she, you know, she wasn't like she was so much. She's like, I didn't know half of what you guys were talking about. She was like, but like it was like I could tell y'all were having fun and like.
oh yeah. I'm telling you, mom got to experience the full Daisy geek out.
Yeah. So like, man, that was really cool.
That is, dude. That is awesome.
And he got us little knick-knack gifts too.
What?
Yeah. So I got to like take it with us.
That is awesome. And so you're gonna remember that forever, dude.
Yeah. It's I'm not gonna talk about it because he pops in here. Oh, Ariana's in here. She said it's a good job we're not serial killers.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Ari?
But dude, that's the beautiful thing about gaming, man.
Yeah,
That is the most beautiful
that's
thing.
the thing I was talking about is like it's not like downing my friends I grew up with by saying this, but it's like unless I had like a big event planned, like for us to do for the weekend or something, like my friends wouldn't drive 2 hours to just grab lunch, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Like so like that aspect of it, like that meant a lot to me in that way of like, oh shit, like you planned, took your time to like come out here and not just for me, like for us to all meet each other and hang out, but it was like.
Well, you want to know the crazy thing? Like, when I was working in the hospital, I was taking care of this kid. You know, he had some respiratory issues, but he was clearing up. He's a very healthy young guy.
Mm-hmm.
But his mom was there, and you know, him and his mom started talking. She was like, you know, I would say early 30s, late 30s, and then she's like, yeah, my husband's out working, blah blah blah, and then you know. I make these references, and I make a lot of nerd references involving WoW, and I said something, and she was like, oh, you used to play WoW? Yeah. I'm like, oh, mom used to be a gamer.
Yeah.
Because when she said WoW, I was like, oh, here we go. Turns out, her and her husband met on World of Warcraft, bro.
Yeah?
And they're married, and the little fart I was taking care of was their son.
Yeah.
So that is just astronomical to me.
I want to know more. I was like, were they local in that world, or they moved to?
They were actually closer. They lived a couple states from each other, so not far. But yeah, met each other on WoW, developed a relationship, got together, and then that's all she wrote. And then, but that's the thing. It goes back to BlizzCon.
Yeah.
You got guilds of people, like a lot of people that go out and meet each other, like groups of people that played together for years, and they meet each other at those big events.
Yeah.
And they're like the best of friends. They're still lifelong friends. And again, people are still getting married off World of Warcraft. Like, it's a beautiful thing about it, dude. Like, if we want world peace, let's just keep playing video games. Yeah, just play
Let's
video games.
just keep killing each other electronically.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Dude.
We get it out of our system that way.
This is how world peace is developed. I mean, like you said, it brings people from all over the world together. Like, you know, if you can communicate at all, as far as like if there's not much of a language barrier, like the Swedes and you know people in France, oh man, you can really get down, and you know it's good. You know that's what got me introduced when I was like some small kid in from a small town in North Carolina. Like I was like, and then I get introduced to like people in
it's like
other
your
countries.
first new exposure to a different culture.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you know that's healthy and good for anybody.
Well, so like talk about that is like being like 14, 15 years old. I don't know if you remember the game Saints Row, like the original one.
Game.
Like I always would be up late playing that because like my friends and stuff would hop off of Halo. I would hop on Saints Row, play it late at night at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. As a kid, I didn't have a job or anything.
Yeah, we're just gaming, dude.
Yeah, so like I ended up like having a lot of Australian friends on there that I played with because that's like during the day for them. Yeah. Oh, and I just remember like thinking like this is so fucking cool. Like I'm playing with people in Australia, and like I smoked weed at the time. I still have him on my friends list. He still actively plays Xbox Live.
Wow.
But he went by the name Genki. And he was the first one because at the time, like I was smoking weed. He was like, "I'm gonna go roll a cone," and I was like, "What's a cone?" You know?
That is awesome.
What up, Popsky? Welcome in, bro. Your ears must be burning today, huh?
That is awesome. I love that.
And so, like, I thought I was being cultured. So every time after that, I was gonna smoke weed. I'd be like, "I'm gonna roll a cone."
Yeah, dude. But you gotta have the accent with it. The accent is what makes it, you know. That's awesome. I love it.
Hey, Popsy, thank you for gifting the sub to Ariana. Hope you guys are doing good today.
I met, while I was in the military, I met some Australians, man, dude. I thought we were funny with bantering. Dude, those Australians.
They're going after each other.
They would, dude. They are the best at banter. I have to give it to them. Hats off to them. They don't give a shit about nothing. They literally go after each other, everyone around. And I love those guys. Those guys were awesome. The Australian military was really cool. Like I said, I thought we were, you know,
gave each other hell. Yeah.
Those dudes are even worse.
I grew up with that, like, that culture of just talking shit. That's what we call it. You just talk shit to everyone,
and everyone's laughing. Like,
I mean, never in a way of like you're trying to hurt someone's. Some people's feelings got hurt.
Yeah.
It's never in a way of like you were like, oh, we were just having fun. And you never went like too personal. There was always that one guy's like his mom was off limits though. Don't you say a word about my mom? And I was like, all right. Cool.
No, those Aussies were fucking brutal, dude. They would get deep and dirty with it. But they would all be laughing, dude. It was awesome. You can't take nothing serious. Like, it's just funny, man. We're all talking shit, you know? And like they heard me talk, and you know, I got a southern accent. I can't hold it back. And they were like,
they jumped in on it.
Yeah, oh, dude, they immediately went after it. But I was already used to it because I caught that as soon as I hit the fleet. In the Marine Corps. And my buddy's like, "No, we call him Huckleberry Finn." Like, dude, they're going in.
Hillbilly.
Yeah. That was awesome. It was good stuff, dude. Those are memories I will always keep for sure. Again, if you want to have world peace, you all got to talk shit to each other. You know, gaming and talking shit that'll develop world peace.
We'll take a quick little one. You want to get some movement to your arm?
Yeah. Oh, hear that?
Yeah, how'd you were running already earlier today. Have you finished up already, Popsy? Are you taking a break? Yep. And we'll be running tomorrow. Hell yeah. Now let's just get Westy in. We'll have the York Bandits going. Yeah, that's so weird.
I love it, dude. I love it. Like in that private server, they probably the Swedish mafia's coming through town. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta watch it, dude.
Yeah, I bet that's a relief. I know every time at some point I hear you talk about how stressful things get with that. So you know, we appreciate you very, very much. I wanted to sign up for the racing event, but I'm scheduled to tattoo that day. I did a racing event yesterday evening, but I think I was in first, but I ended up missing a turn. And then that just took all my wins out the sail. Couldn't be sharing the weekend with them. Yeah, they are in the cabinet in the kitchen. And if not, behind my Stream Deck is the Xbox controller battery recharger.
I was playing on a server. The Swedes and the Danes, they would get on around the same time. The Danish and the Swedes. And they, for some reason, they fucking hated each other.
Yeah.
When they were like, I don't know why they hated each other.
It's just baked into their
Dude,
DNA.
I don't like, they fucking.
Well, you were talking about it earlier with like playing with like French guys and stuff like that, and I was like, for some reason, whenever you're in a DayZ server and someone mentions there's a French guy over there, everybody's like, all right, let's go kill him, and like runs towards it. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't know what the beef is.
I don't know exactly. I don't know any European beef at all. Like, I'm just a bystander, an innocent bystander.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I've always had
Phenomenal
good interactions. Yeah, I don't know what it is about online gaming and French people.
I don't know what beef they got going on. I don't want to be a part of it.
They won't be doing no car driving. Popsy, if I was in it, you could be my passenger princess. Yeah, like in DayZ, like they sometimes playing like some servers. Yeah, some servers would be like, yeah, being French is worse than not having a mic. 'Cause in DayZ, it's like no mic, no life. But sometimes people let you still run with them anyways. Yeah, I don't know why it's that way.
I mean, I honestly thought it was hilarious, dude, because when those Swedes and Danes be talking straight dog shit to each other, they'll be talking English to us. But then when they get like to beefing, they'll be going back to their
Native tongue,
and I'm like, oh gosh. And
And you can hear it in it.
Oh, you can hear the shit.
Yeah.
Like you can hear the voice elevating.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, they're getting after it. I don't know what they're saying.
You find out it's just over their football, like soccer, you know, like.
And like they would farm those devil swords because they have good leather, and that was what I was about. You know, trying to get good mats to make good stuff. And they would treat that shit like it's they're the cartel, and they're like, this is our cocaine. You know, like they're trying to make drops, and I'm like, dude, these guys are getting after it. Like I would be laughing, and they're talking straight dog shit to each other in their native tongues, and I know they're talking crap because the voice is there, the elevation. At that point, it's just international language. You know that they're talking straight crap to each other. Again, the beautiful thing about gaming. Hopefully, at the end of the day, those dudes loved each other. They were just talking crap.
Yeah. It's like that. It's a Hatfield and McCoy's.
Oh, dude. Yep. And like there'll be one German dude in the mix, and he's like the best gamer out of all of us, and he's just chilling. He's just like, hey,
strong silent type.
Yeah, strong silent type.
So you're gonna get in on the Vietnam beta?
Oh, dude, I'm immediately after I leave here, I'm calling my brother so we can all play. Because my nephew, he gets real serious. He would drive over to my house to download, to like update a patch for me on my computer.
Oh yeah,
dude, he don't play. He was like,
he's like, no excuse, bro. You're fucking playing tonight.
He was like, Uncle Dylan, I already downloaded the patch for you, so you're good. I'm like, what? You came into my house and downloaded it? He's like, yep.
They said they like your accent.
Oh yeah.
So we can listen to this guy all day.
I can't help it, man. I'm telling you, I've been all over the world. I couldn't.
Popsky asked, "What games? I know what your go-to games are recently."
So, when I have time, I play with my nephew and my brother on Arc Raiders, and I'm just waiting for Classic Plus to come out. When Classic Plus comes out, I'm gonna be deep down into that stuff. I play a gnome warrior named Rickert, and I get after it. I love the PvP.
Oh, that's your name on World of War?
On World of Warcraft, Rickert. Yeah. If you read Berserk, the manga, yep. I'm a huge manga fan too. I watch anime too. Yeah, I'm just some geek all around. Yeah, Arc Raiders, Hell Let Loose. I'm gonna definitely be on Hell Let Loose. I've been playing regular Hell Let Loose, the World War II version, but Vietnam we've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. So Hell Let Loose. So shooters and MMORPGs.
I was gonna say you did a little bit of the Warhammer stuff too, right?
I did. So I played Warhammer 40K, the new game that recently came out. I like that game. I just, only buddy I played with it was my buddy from town. We got real deep into it because, like you said, those guys, those Games Workshop guys, and the fans, they get so into it. Like, there's books out explaining the lore.
Yeah, they're
and everything.
User created lore, right? Yeah.
Well,
or fan created lore.
Yeah, but like the books explain it like little knickknacks on the guys, like on their armor. Like something little on their armor can explain what they did 200 years ago.
Yeah.
And like these super soldiers live for hundreds of years.
It dives into the gritty details.
Exactly.
Yeah. Stuff easily overlooked.
Yeah. Like everyone's fighting and dying for the Emperor Man.
Ariana say you get points for like an anime.
Oh yeah, I love anime, man. I love anime.
Yeah, I like Popsky. I have Hell Let Loose, and I've signed up for the closed beta for the Vietnam, but they're opening up the beta for it May 29th through June 1st, and then it fully releases on June 18th.
I played on this one server when I was playing Hell Let Loose. This was like 6 months ago. And I got in a squad full of British guys, and I loved those guys so much, dude. It was amazing.
Was that too the banter?
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. The banter was there. I was like, these guys had to be like British military or something because it was awesome. And I met, British guys. They trained with us back in the States. We trained with them while we were over in Europe. I always thought it was so cool. Their grooming standards were different.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, it looked different. I mean, they had shaved faces and stuff, but their body weight standards. I'm like, dude, this dude looks like a fucking Viking. Why can't we look like that?
He's out there in his kilt.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, this dude looks legit.
Yeah, Vietnam is a standalone from the same Team 17.
Yep.
Yeah, 17. Team 17. Yeah.
Yep. I know there's going to be those Vietnam role players. I'm expecting it.
Yeah. My buddy is he just got back. He's a private military contractor.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just like, I was thinking about it yesterday because I made the joke to my girl about it. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get him on Gray Zone, and he's pretty much just playing his job at that point.
Dude, that's the crazy part.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm excited for him to be back so I can have someone to play more Gray Zone with.
And he's, like you said, he's probably using like tactics and
yeah.
Yep.
He likes using I forget the name of it, the LMGs. That's what he
the
uses.
light machine gun.
Yeah.
See, my brother loves using that.
Yeah. That's what he uses when he's working.
Damn. He just can't get away from that light. Dude,
Yeah.
those guns are heavy as hell.
Well,
he must be a big guy.
No, he's actually not. I mean, he's fit, but he's not a big dude.
Those guns are heavy to haul. Haul around.
He's the one that got me into squad because he likes playing squad. He liked the tactics in squad. And he'd run with it when he could get the loadout. He would run his LMG on there too.
He's a machine gunner through and through.
Yeah.
That's in his blood. He might as well get that tattooed on him.
Yeah.
That's in his soul at this point.
Actually, it's tattooed here in North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he goes to Brandon Herrera.
Oh, wow. Brandon Herrera?
Yeah.
Damn. That name is familiar.
Yeah, he kind of blew up years ago. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers. He's got a very unique like sketch drawn style, but it's very like dark, demonic kind of imagery behind it. And then he'll throw like pops of color in there too as well.
So you can't go to your grandmother's house with his tattoos.
Yeah, it's definitely a head turner when you see it, and it's so it's so identifiable too.
So it's definitely his style.
Yeah, like I mean, I was at Rock Fest a few years ago, and a guy in front of me was walking, and I was like, "Hey, dude, is that Brandon on your leg?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know," and I was like, "Yeah, I know it." Yeah.
Nice, dude. The tree you did on my farm, dude, everyone talks about that tree. They're like, dude, how did you do the detail on that tree? Like,
I drew that shit for 4 hours is what I did.
and the cool thing about it is you gave me a whole backstory of when you first started drawing.
Oh yeah, I drew trees all the
time, you know?
Yeah, it was to the point someone in my grade school like saw me draw a tree every day in class. Like I just drew trees over and over and over. And they were like, "Are you ever gonna draw anything else?" And I was like, because what it would be is like I'd try to draw something else and I didn't know how to draw it. I just knew how to draw a tree. Well, even a naked tree. I only know how to draw a fall to winter naked tree. Like
no leaves.
No leaves, no nothing. Yeah, and it's because my dad, that's what he showed me how to first draw. And he basically told me then too, he was like, you learn how to draw this, you can draw anything. So like I just drew trees all the time. And I would draw like Dragon Ball Z, some anime stuff, you know, like cartoons and stuff. That wasn't the same, but yeah, I drew trees every day from like fucking 7th grade to graduation of high school.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I could.
And when I got into high school, I started drawing more things and trying to challenge myself in different ways, but
glad I could take you back to your roots.
Yeah. Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah.
Note to self, also get a tree tattoo from me.
Yep. That's it. He's got a lot of practice. He practiced on it for years.
And then like the Dragon Ball Z stuff, like what I did with that was when people say, "Oh, I can all I can draw is a stick figure," and I was like, I started with stick figures or lines. You just got to figure out how to put the lines together to make the image. So then, like, I would always tell people just trace. Like, I traced Dragon Ball Z characters so much that eventually it became muscle memory, and I could just draw them. Like to this day, I could still kind of pull off a Goku.
There we go.
Sketch really quick, like.
Goku was the thing to draw back then too, man.
Yeah,
it still is.
Really. It was Goku and Vegeta. I just drew them too all the time. But then there was like I had the creative aspect. Like I still have the notebook somewhere where I just like page after page is me creating a new character, a little backstory about them and like their strengths and weaknesses. And because I had it in my head one day, like I was gonna make a comic or like my own anime or even like when I was really into, it's really funny is we've kind of come to it is I have in one of my books, I'm going to develop a game where like you can go across the whole US and like every building that's there is there. You know what I mean?
Like you could go into.
Right. Like it's completely open world. And it inspired at the time, like the thought was Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
Because I was playing Grand Theft Auto and like, the limitations were not there, but in there I have it like one day I'm gonna create a game that like this is when I like thought about game development when I was younger, but you can it just keeps going and there's no boundaries, there's no end, like which now with like AI generation and stuff like they have a couple games out there like that.
I know that's
just
the
keep
crazy
going,
part.
yeah. And so like it could actually be a thing these days.
Well, you got these so you know the AAA companies, like the huge AAA gaming companies, and then you have these, you know, smaller companies coming out and making games, and these games are like really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like Baldur's Gate.
They blow them out the water.
Yeah, like Baldur's Gate, people fell in love with that game,
well,
and it wasn't a big company that made it.
Well, now you see like you have your open world extraction shooter genre.
Yep.
And you have games like Gray Zone coming out and becoming like someone in that space that's going to dominate it. But now you have Ubisoft saying they're coming out with their next Ghost Recon is going to be real world tactics, open world, and survival elements to it. And I'm like, I think they just see the potential of those other
They're
ones.
following
And now
patterns.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like the big companies used to set the trend. Now the small companies are setting the trend for games.
Well, I think you probably see it too. You know, these smaller companies, they have smaller teams, and you know, I think of them as like small squads of heavy hitters. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you don't need
also too, they don't have a corporate bullshit
There it
to
is.
fucking follow.
That's the biggest thing, dude.
That's why Expedition 33 fucking did so good. It's a passion project with 33 people that fucking really wanted to create the best thing. They didn't have to worry. I mean, I'm sure they had to worry about investors.
Of course. But they blew
it for the love of the game.
The love of the game, the art. You know, they wanted to create something that they wanted to create.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day.
Not just something to generate the next millions of dollars to
Correct.
keep the company going.
Well, I think every AAA is trying to aim like Fortnite. They're trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah. That's why I'm curious. Like, I've been watching some videos on like the GTA release. And like, we're talking billions of dollars invested into a game. So like, what is that gonna look like for wanting a return?
Exactly.
Like, I'm curious to where it's gonna go, because that was one thing that turned me off from continuing to play Grant. One, it's the same shit over and over, which I guess so is DayZ. But like, you get to write your own story.
Exactly.
Along the way.
You get to, forge your own path.
Yeah, and then the community like really helps with it. And I saw that they were talking about GTA is gonna have community created missions and stuff like that you can download and play, and so if it goes that route, like I could see that being a thing with it. But
well, people playing GTA now, like you got a lot of role players, that make their own server and they're role playing, and that's a whole community in itself. And that game's how old, and people are still playing the shit out of it,
Yeah, I mean I think it's 2013 as well.
Wow. And people are playing the crap out of that game. And GTA 6 hasn't even released yet. And they're still playing GTA 5,
I was just thinking, I think DayZ Standalone's also 2013.
Yep. And the community really, sets it up for that, People that fell in love with the game find different ways to play it. Again, forge your own path.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying with like GTA is like it felt very repetitive, and then like it seemed like, oh, if I want money in game, I spend money in real life, and I get money in game, and I was like, that kind of like turns me off from wanting to play that. My dinner is ready. Thanks for the company whilst I cooked. Appreciate you, Ariana. Thank you for stopping by, and also appreciate you running those events for us. Just want you to know your love for that. For taking on that burden for us.
That's a hell of a burden.
Hope you have a good dinner. Hope the kids actually eat your food. I don't know. I don't think you've ever vented that, but I know kids do that. That sounded bad. I'm not saying your food's bad. I was just, how kids are.
Yeah, they're picky eaters.
Yeah, picky eaters.
Yeah.
It's like I felt like I maybe should put my foot in my mouth after saying that.
No, I was a picky eater. I've smelled everything before I ate it when I was younger.
Well, the reason I'm not a picky eater, and I was talking to Mom about this, of like, because it'd be like you're eating it or you're not eating anything at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, again, going back to Blizzard, like when they first made WoW, way back in the 2000s. and I was young then. But my brother, he was like your age. It was a passion project. They wanted to make something that they wanted to make, you know. And they had developers coming from older style games, coming in and making their own version of an MMO that they saw. And that's what made it blow up so big. And then, you know, they got so big, you know.
So how's it say it? It all ends up being about money.
Yeah,
so.
because, and that's eventually what happened is they got investors. They got so big that, you know, now it's a corporate mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, or the person like exits and then, you know, it's left in the hands of someone else.
Well, yeah, most of the original developers are gone.
Yeah, and that's their focus of getting into it was
passion.
Yeah, but I'm saying the person who bought it, their focus is to make money. It's not like, oh, I want to buy this because I want to be a part of one of the biggest games in gaming history.
Yeah.
You know? Oh no, this is the biggest game. I want to be a part of it so I can get a return on investment.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like Hell Loose Vietnam is definitely going to be awesome. Can't wait to dabble in.
Traumatic, but awesome.
Traumatic, yeah.
Cause
well, they go hand in hand.
Yeah. I mean, I played the first one on console the first time, and I was like, holy shit, this is so immersive and intense.
Dude, I'll tell you my first experience. As soon as I spawned in to Hell Let Loose, I just remember an artillery strike hitting my position, and I'm like, oh my god.
And if you have the gore on, you just see a head go flying.
Oh, you see body part?
Yeah.
Dude, I loved it. I fell in love with the game at that point. Because when an artillery strike killed me, and just how crazy and immersive it was. It was kind of, you know, it was making my, you know, my Agent Orange act up a little bit. And I was like, oh man, I love this game.
I go into playing it. I do this with a lot of games. I go into playing it like similar to DayZ, where like, I know you got more than one life, but I'm playing it like I only have one life. And so like I'm usually like more by myself, off to the sidelines, sneaking behind enemy lines and like trying to get my kills that way, instead of like being up front.
Getting into it.
Just taking the death, respawning, and then doing it again. So I ended up playing it like that, and I think it's really fun to play it in the survival aspect. Like if I see a group of 5 guys, I lay down and let them pass me, and then try to shoot them from behind instead of hitting them head on. At the end of the game, I want 0 deaths. Is basically how I play games, and
that's awesome. But see, that's your style of playing, and that's a beautiful thing about it. You can kind of do your own thing.
That's one thing I don't like about like the DayZ Team Deathmatch servers, the community-made ones, is they base the winner on who has the most kills. But they'll have 29 kills and like 25 deaths.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm over here 8 and 2. Like, I feel like that KD fucking.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, crushed it.
Any day, yeah. You were less of, you know, your deaths were way less than your KD ratio.
And then when you get in like Hell Let Loose, like, or any game that has a limited number of respawns, like I did my part for my team.
Exactly.
I didn't use up our resources by dying a lot.
I wonder how they're gonna work those helicopters in Vietnam, dude. I'm like, is it a pilot driving it, or I haven't seen any gameplay. I just saw the trailers.
Yeah, because you don't.
Not really.
Players didn't control the planes on the first one, so. I mean, not every, but a lot of military games do it. So, you know, you can get helicopters in Arma.
I've been seeing clips of like crazy piloting in Arma.
You can get them in squad too.
Yeah. Like the dudes flying those helicopters are breaking physics in a way, doing crazy turns and stuff. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, a community DayZ server has like flight practice server.
That's awesome.
So you just like spawn in, and it's every vehicle, every helicopter that's in the game. I tried to fly a helicopter, I died instantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it made me respect those guys that could like barrel roll, and I was like, golly. Which I wonder how many of them, like if you're running console, right, like how many of them are running PC, how many of them have like the actual joystick set up for it, yeah.
Some of them do, man. They take it serious. They hop in the pilot seat and that's their life.
You see Forza Horizon? The Tokyo or the Japan one? Yeah, I keep forgetting. I think it's 7. It's either 6 or 7 that just came out, or it's coming out this month, next few weeks, something like that. It makes me want to like get a racing wheel, but I don't want to. I think the last racing wheel setup I looked at with the pedals was like over $500.
Holy crap!
Yeah. I was like, I can't pay that right now. I can't do that right now. Just before the trip, I got a couple more firearms and suppressors and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'll run up the.
Yeah, I'm at a point right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. It's still technically out of state resident here, and that state's changing its laws right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
I thought you could become a resident here.
I think I might have to. I didn't
want
to.
Because you lived here long enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I'm supposed to, but technically it's like dual. I have my mom's house there, and then
that's true.
Something here, but it's supposed to take effect July 1st, and I'm waiting ATF approval.
That shouldn't take too long.
Hopefully not, but some people have been saying it's taking more than 6 weeks. And then I just ordered one of the suppressors is being made, so it's like 6-week lead time on that too. So I'm hoping everything's taken care of in the middle of June, and I don't have to worry about with the states getting lawsuits and stuff taken out against them. So
yeah,
we may be able to bypass, like it may get pushed back, the implementation date. It may even get thrown out, like the bill that they signed.
Well, hopefully it gets thrown out.
Yeah.
If they're catching a lot of hell.
Yeah, I mean, what they're trying to do is they're trying to say high capacity magazines is now deemed illegal unless you purchased it before the date of the effect and you're grandfathered in on it. And their definition of like assault weapons are now deemed illegal for purchase, transfer, or transport. But my whole thing is like with that, like if I have my rifle bag, I'm going to the range, and I get pulled over, like what's that situation going to look like of me being like, oh no, this was purchased before this date.
How are they gonna?
I have paperwork on all this. Like I don't know how far is like, are they just gonna arrest you first, take you to jail, then confirm it, and or like take it to court and confirm it? Like
that's a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's like, how do I show you that these 10 magazines that I have are all like purchased before that?
That's literally impossible.
Yeah, I mean, like technically I have a receipt from an online order, but like that was like the question is like I don't think it's gonna matter. It's gonna end up being like similar to New York, Jersey, and California, like with the magazine capacity. So I'm hoping like I don't know I asked the guy what it looks like, right? I was like, with this happening, what does it look like if I don't get approved and these things get changed by then? And he's like, well, we do one thing. We can try to sell it out of state for you if you want. and try to get your money back on it, or we hold on to it until the laws are overturned. And I was like,
Jesus, and that's a
yeah. Or I asked him, I was like, are you able to transfer it out of state after that date, or does it have to be before that date? Because then that, like, do I change my residency before that date? Like, I also don't want to fucking, I feel like I'm in a bind, and I don't like feeling like I'm in a bind on it.
It feels like you're definitely not in control, and that makes everyone.
And also, it's like fucked up is like, oh, this is my right. Like, this is what you said I'm able to do, and like I'm just now getting into doing all of these things, and now you're changing them on me.
That is a bond.
And we're not talking like a couple $100. We're talking thousands of dollars getting hemmed up in this process.
Yeah, that would.
But it's another thing is like, it's also because things are so poorly written in the bill and the law that they're changing too as well. Is that?
Well, these are people that don't own anything.
Well, no, it's me. I've made this purchase, but technically it's not mine until the federal government approves me to have it, and then the actual store that's holding it for me and transferring it for me then signs it over to me. And like, so why is that? Because I asked the owner, I got his number and I texted him and I was like, what's that process look like? And he's like, if I transfer it to you after that date, technically that's an illegal transfer. And I was like, shit. So like, and like, I wouldn't ask them to do anything that's
gonna hem them up,
jeopardize them, or like they have to follow the law. Also, I would think that rifle sales is probably majority of his business,
so that's gonna take away business from him.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, I was like, this is probably like a major thing for him too. Like, he's probably worried about it as well.
Yeah. Dang, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Probably should pay attention to Virginia law a lot more. I didn't know that was coming into effect. Hopefully they can't.
Well, they were fighting it. Yeah, technically, I mean, it's unconstitutional and all that. And like, they'll eventually, I think definitely this state eventually enough will stand up against it to not allow it to stand.
Well, you said they're catching a lot of lawsuits too.
Yeah, they're catching lawsuits from multiple organizations, and then also the Supreme Court will take them to court as well because it's unconstitutional.
Well, if they're catching hell from the Supreme Court, that talks a lot.
Yeah.
And God for checks and balances.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
It was like, I was looking into, like, you know how like the UK doesn't allow like ownership of firearms or even knives. Knives is also illegal unless
it's a certain length.
No, not even that. And it's one, if you're carrying it on your person, like, and they're able to prove like you are carrying it with the intention to use in the way of like bodily harm.
Wow.
Then it's, I forgot what the term is called with it. Something weapon, not aggravated weapon, but like, and it could be anything. Anything can be determined this because you have the intention to use. So like, I'm pretty sure like I was at fault with this too, but I was like, well, can I carry a fork? Like, if I can't carry a knife, can I carry a fork? And I think like technically me carrying a fork
would hem you up
for that. Yeah, because it's the intention of having it to. But then I like looked into self-defense and like, you can't retaliate on someone. That would be, you would be subject to criminal charges. But in the moment of something happening, if you acted and defended yourself, then then you would be fine.
Dude, that's so gray.
Yeah, yeah.
That is so damn gray, dude.
But we were at a flea market. My mom bought me a fork, like a fancy fork with like it looks like a bone coming off the end of it. She was like, carry that around with you, and I was like, I don't think I can.
Yeah. Wow, dude.
I'm gonna have to say, like, if a guy tries to rob me over there, I have to say like a cool catch line, like, it's dinner time. Like,
that's awesome. You got a bone fork. It's dinner time. Yeah. That's awesome.
which like, I'd fuck around in the states here and like conceal carry in states I'm not supposed to, like, because my mindset's always been like I'd rather
have it than not.
Yeah, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Correct. Yeah.
But I would be terrified in like another country trying to do that.
I
don't know how their systems work, prison systems, anything like that. Like I wouldn't want to potentially go through that.
Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with other countries' laws and stuff.
That's why at one point, and I made the joke too, at one point, so what we did is when we left York and we're going to the Lake District, I avoided the motorways and went through the countryside. I mean, like small single lane roads with like stone walls all along, just farmland, you know, like beautiful. I have
beautiful
like
scenery.
Yeah, it was like amazing to see, and it was very fun to drive too, because they have a nationwide speed limit, and if you're not on a motorway, which it's 70 on a motorway, but if you're on any other back roads or anything, and they show the sign for it, it's 60 miles an hour. So like, you're not gonna do that on those roads that I was on. Yeah. Like, you're lucky to go over 45 up to 50 on those roads, just because how like windy and narrow
windy
they are.
And the stone walls right beside them.
Right, yeah. So like, there's that too, but so that made it like so much fun to drive, because you could like zip through there at a good speed, have fun. And I was in a BMW, like I rented one intentionally to drive like that, and I had so much fun out there. And I forgot where I was going with this.
But you intentionally went on there to, see the scenery, not get on the motorway.
Right, yeah. And so we're like driving from York to the Lake District in those back roads and just enjoying like it, being out there. Like, yeah, I had somewhere I was going with it. I forgot where I was going with that.
It was about the law.
Yeah, it was something about the law, I think. Yeah, all right, now I got you. I found another little waterfall along the way, and it was like this hillside scenery, but you had to hop a fence, like a cattle fence or a livestock fence, to get to the waterfall. And there was a part where the fence was like damaged, and you could easily climb over it. And my mom's been ride or die about everything, but when we get to this fence, my mom's like, I'm not hopping that fence. She's like, that's someone's land right there. And I was like, yeah, but it's on Google. Like, people go to this all the time. Like, there's on Google people taking pictures right in front of this. Like, I'm pretty sure we can be there. We just gotta, like, I don't think we're trespassing or breaking the law. I was like, I don't see any signs saying no trespassing either. Like, I also don't know how that works.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not doing it. That's some man's land right now. I'm not gonna hop over it. And I was like, all right. I mean, it's not like they can shoot us though. Like, I mean, some of the country towns are allowed like hunting rifles and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
not completely
To
true. But,
protect livestock and stuff.
yeah, but I was sitting there thinking, I was like, they're not gonna, you know, they don't have guns like us.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
not
think-
in Texas, Ma.
Yeah,
You know, you hop a fence, and next thing you know, you're getting shot at.
yeah. And I was saying that to someone else, and they were like, more than likely, the person will come out there and be like, oh, actually, you got to go around this way, and you can go through the fence over there, and you know, like,
Yeah, they're gonna be.
for sure they'll be so nice.
They're gonna be
Because
nice.
it's on Google. Like, I'm sure they're aware that their property is on Google of like this scenery spot. So
Yeah, they're gonna come out being heavily aggressive.
yeah. Yeah, my mom wasn't happy. I was like, all right, cool. Well, there's another waterfall along the way. Which it ended up, I was going to do a waterfall, like a hill overlook, and then another waterfall. But we ended up at that waterfall where she wouldn't cross the fence with me. Ended up being like a nice valley hill overlook. And then we were going to the other one, and the road was closed to get to it. So we didn't get to do that one. So we still got like a nice waterfall, a nice like hilly scenic view to take some pictures at.
That's awesome, dude. It's definitely a good thing you didn't go the motorway. You wouldn't have got the experience that you got.
Oh yeah, legit. Like it was so worth it. And again, that was like my intention. I wanted to see more like the countryside and drive it. Like me planning this trip, or like the idea of me wanting to go to the UK was I want to drive across the UK.
And you want to see.
Yeah, I want to see
everything that
like,
you can see.
and then the thing with like life short, I should do something with my mom. It's like we'll do this, we'll go do this. That's awesome.
Making me think, yeah, I probably should take mom somewhere.
Yeah, she did good. I was like worried about. It's like because we've had talks like around her health and stuff the last few years, and I was like worried about like is doing. We only did one hike. Also, by the way, a European or I guess UK moderate is an American hard hike.
Oh,
Yeah, because I went to a moderate hike, and that shit almost killed us.
oh God.
It was so hard.
Was a lot of hills or?
It was basically straight up a mountain.
Oh,
Yeah,
so the elevation was getting to you too.
but it was worth it. Like it was one hell of a view.
Man.
So it was like worth it to both of us. But yeah, after that one, I looked up another one when we were in Loch Ness, and I was like, I'm sorry, I thought it was going to be a bit easier hike, but this one says moderate. That's like 2 miles, and my mom was like, I don't want to. I'm good on that. And I was like, all right, fair enough.
Hey, at least she stuck it out through that one.
Yeah. I mean, she
She's
made
a
it.
trooper, dude.
Yeah, but halfway through the hike, she looks at me and goes, I didn't bring my inhaler. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, damn.
I was like, do you want to turn around now? Like, I started getting worried. I was like, this is pretty steep. I don't know if I can carry you out of here, like, safely, if something was to happen. And then while we were coming back down, that one, like, it was tough coming back down too, because like they're like kind of long steps off one rock.
Yeah, you gotta
to
be
another.
careful. You don't want to fall.
Yeah, and I mean, if you fail, you roll a bit. It wasn't like you fall off the edge and die. You know, like.
But gravity will work against you for sure.
Yeah, but then this freaking like 70-year-old man, pretty fucking fit, with his dog, is just running the trail.
Whoa.
Like, full on sprinting through there and like not rolling his ankle. And I was like, I tried to do it. I tried to pick up my pace a little. I was like, well, maybe this is easier. You know, back when I would run in the woods, I realized like you don't think, you just do. Because like once you start like second guessing your steps and stuff, that's how you end up rolling an ankle.
Yeah.
So you just keep your feet moving the whole time, like football practice. Like
Yeah.
keep the feet
Keep
moving, you won't
shuffling,
go
yeah.
down. Yeah. And so like I started doing that, and I made it like 2 minutes, and I was like, God, this is gonna destroy my leg. Yeah.
You're gonna be sore as shit the next
I got
day.
at the bottom, and I like stopped, and my legs were shaking, and I was like,
What?
yeah, it was a tough fucking hike, man. And leading up to that, like, we were already walking around a ton, so like it wasn't like I hadn't been getting exercise in before then and then did it.
So you're somewhat pre-exhausted.
Yeah. We got to see a couple castles out there too.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty. None of them like fully intact.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's cool that they keep that out there.
Yeah.
Like they keep that historic value out there.
There was one that was like the shell of it, but it was like right on the coast of Scotland. Like literally, castle, maybe a foot or two, and then just drop off and towards the ocean.
Holy.
It was like right on the edge of the cliff. And I really wanted to see that one. And when we got there, it was on private land, and they had the gate open, but on the gate it said no unauthorized vehicles.
Oh, okay.
I was like, shit, okay. One of the things we stopped to see broke my heart though. There was this I think it's called a mosaic house.
Mosaic house.
But like just along the northeast part of Scotland, it's pretty much like single lane roads all the way up there, and there's this house built in like the late 1800s there.
Wow.
And it's just a shell, the roof, you know, all the wood and stuff is
Yeah.
gone, but the concrete that they made it out of is still there. And a bunch of artists, graffiti artists, but like actually doing real art, you know, not like just tagging it
Yeah.
up. Like they're actually doing like portraits and
They're
stuff
actually
like that.
trying to.
Yeah, it was like really beautiful, and you could see it on Google. And so we drive out to that and get out, fighting the cold, the wind. We get up close to it and walking in. I've been using my GoPro the whole trip of like at the landmarks and stuff that we're doing. And this is the first time I'm like commentating on the GoPro. Like, I've been waiting to see this. I'm excited about it. I can't wait. And I walk in and they painted over all the paintings.
What?
In there. Yeah, with just some basic ass primer and gray paint.
Damn.
So they like defaced.
So they ruined it.
Yeah, they like defaced the antique look of the building. I mean, I guess I know the artwork was too.
Yeah.
But now you just have these roller patches and I'm just like, why? Like, this was,
Hi.
the artwork was so good, and y'all just fucking got rid of it. And then when I was leaving, there was these two like college age girls pulled up, and if I'm stereotyping, they seem like the artsy type.
Yeah.
And I like was waiting for them to open their door, and I was going to roll down the window and be like, "I'm so sorry, guys, but the paintings aren't there." And I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't tell them. I had to let them walk over there and see it themselves.
Well, you don't know. You didn't know neither. So.
Yeah. And probably if I read like some more Google reviews or something on it, I could have figured it out. But I just saw it and was like, hell yeah, that's where I want to stop along the way.
I get a lot of reviews off Reddit too. Reddit update pretty good too on stuff like that. Dang man, that sucks.
You like beer?
Oh yeah.
Beer over there, dude.
I'm not an IPA drinker though. I don't like IPAs. I've tried them. Not an IPA drinker.
Yeah, but I had a few pale ales and IPAs over there,
Really?
and their beer's like 3.3 to 4%. That's it. It's so easy.
Wow.
So easy to drink. And they're all like, all the ones I had were like, tasted like craft beers. Like they were delicious. Delicious and low amount of alcohol. And I mean, they were still like, they ranged from like 4 pounds to, you know, 550, which is, you know, $6-7.
Yeah.
But they were so fucking good. And they don't, they do, but majority of the places I went, especially in like the South, was call it cask ales or real ales, and they're not kegged. They have to pump them out of the barrels.
Holy crap!
And so like they come out a lot flatter, and they also come out just cool. They don't come out cold.
Yeah.
So like that made me like drink them a lot slower, but God, they're so fucking good. Like if I'm not a huge beer drinker, I guess. Here, if I'm drinking beer, I'm drinking Guinness, which is kind of like a similar flatness to it. But if I lived over there, I'd be a beer drinking alcoholic.
Because the beer's so good.
Yeah, it's so good, and it's like hardly any.
Hardly any alcohol.
It feels like hardly any alcohol. And yeah, there was like one day in York, I drank for like 6 hours. Wow. That day, and I was fine.
Fine, yeah.
I was still walking around, going different places.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was looking yesterday. I literally was like, British style restaurant in this near me.
Yeah, near our surrounding area.
Yeah, nothing. Because I was like, I want a sausage roll. Shit was so good. It's literally just like a flaky pastry croissant like bread that encompasses this tender, juicy sausage. I was like on the road. I just stopped at a store, or stopped at like a bakery, and just grab one and go. And it was so good.
Try that.
Yeah, like I feel like if I ever had a restaurant, my restaurant would be. What's up, PB? Welcome back. If I had a restaurant, I would just do like all my favorite dishes from my travels.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be like breakfast would be haggis and eggs from Scotland, you know, and then you could get a Cuban sandwich.
Oh, there we
go. For
go.
lunch or and not even from Cuba. Like the Cuban sandwich I'm referencing is from St. Croix in the Caribbean. You have a little sausage roll.
And get a taste of your travels.
Snack. Yeah.
Like, where do we want to go today? We want to.
Joa's International Delight.
There we go. Call it Joa's. You walk in and it's on the menu. You're like, man, these foods don't line up. Yeah. And then you get to tell them, like, yeah, this is all the food that I've tried and fell in love with.
Yeah, if I can have conch fritters from the Bahamas.
There we go.
Yeah.
And on
look, she even put it. She said appetizer is the conch. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bit though, I talk about eating conch raw, and I hit the crowd with I ate a conch's penis. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd have the conch penis on the menu.
That'd be funny. That'd be awesome to look at. That'd be funny to read. Like, what's on the menu?
CP.
CP.
Yeah, CP.
What is that? I don't know. I think it's an amazing idea.
Have Bria tacos from Austin, Texas.
Ooh. And it's crazy. You'll be able to try something new every time you come in.
It'd definitely be a pop-up.
Oh,
It's a pop-up idea. It's not a storefront idea.
No. That's what everything's moving to, kind of. You know, the pop-ups. You know, the pull-up food trucks.
I'm starting to add some more. I'll move your arm here.
Yeah. I hear it pop. It always pops. And your shoulders pop like that?
Yeah, mine are terrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, like a girl witnessed it is like I was reaching back on the couch like that to grab a remote behind me, and that shit went like that, and like I could feel it like through the little like almost like an adjustment in a way, and then when I brought it back, I just felt the like warmth, mild pain like easing through it.
I'm right there with you. My girl says the same thing. She hears a pop, she's like, "Oh, didn't that hurt?"
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they hurt. It all depends on the way I move.
But my neck is crazy because I can like, it's not right now, but it will later, a little bit. Where I'm stiff neck tattooing, like I hold my neck very, very still and stiff. I do it with driving too, and I do it when I'm gaming. But I was in the car, we carpooled to our show out of town Saturday, and I think we were coming back, and I hit the over and up, and and Mark was in the passenger seat. Mark goes, "What what was that?" You know, I was like, "I'm glad you witnessed that, like how bad it is."
Dude. You turn into a shark when you got this. Your head moves with your body. I call it tattoo neck. Pretty sure they have a fancy name for it.
My friend Vanessa just told me that she's next door getting tattooed.
Oh man, look at that. Isn't that something? And you're over here doing some tattooing. Crazy when I let my arm out. It kind of like locked in. I was like, oh, okay.
It's seated.
Yeah, it was like, what are you doing? No sudden movements.
Come back to this.
How long did you stay in the UK?
13?
13 days?
Yeah, 13 days.
That's all. That's a good time to soak up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was ready to come back after like 8 days.
Wow.
Had like, I mean, I was happy to still be there and
Of course,
see
yeah.
more stuff, but like after that, I was like, okay. It's like the energy of being somewhere new is kind of wearing down, and
Yeah, it always.
also there was a point like there was a bunch of different looking scenery everywhere we were going, but then some places it was all like very similar, and after a while it was like I even quit recording like the mountains and stuff. I was like, it looks like the mountain I recorded yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've seen all of it. One part though, like I wish I could step into a simulator room and just simulate that feeling again of when we were kind of like at the tip of northeast Scotland. There's like a lighthouse overlook area.
Yeah.
And when you're just up there and feeling the wind blow off of you and you're like looking out into the ocean and the cliffs on the sides of you, like it was just where I actually could experience that on demand.
Man. Yeah, definitely a once in a lifetime experience for sure.
And like if it was warmer too, some of those places I would like to just like sit out there for like
How cold was it?
an hour or so.
Or chilly.
Yeah, I think it was majority of places like in the high 30s to 40s.
Still chilly over there.
And then like the first day we were driving the north coast, it was also raining off and on quite a bit, so it was like really, really chilly. Just to a point, my mom was like, we'd pull up and see something. I'd be like, you want to walk over there and check it out? And she was like, I'm good. All right.
Dude, their weather over there can get brutal. The wind, especially if you're near the coast, the wind's blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're up there, you're right on the coast.
Yeah. Like 40 degrees. It could be 40 degrees, but with the wind chill, it drops it back down. And then you come back here and it's down 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Humid. The sun's been shining.
Guess what my stepdad texted us. Mom was telling me about how cold it was, and he's like, it hit 82 today.
It's been pretty dry here in North Carolina. Need some more rain. We need some UK rain.
Yeah.
Rains a lot there.
Yeah, I kept having like this. It wasn't anxiety, but it was like a moment of thinking of like, I'm fucking 3,000 miles away from home right now, and then like I can't drive back home.
No.
You know, I have to
You have to
fly or hop on a ship.
hop on a boat. Yep.
Yeah.
Just think back in the day, people just traveling across the globe on a ship, dude. Letting Mother Nature do her thing. Rocking a ship. You had to have some balls back then to just do that.
Yeah.
You had to have some stones on you. That's why I think those the pirates, they were fucking crazy. Like they were the back then biker gangs or whatever you want to call them, you know?
Nomadic lifestyle.
Yeah, nomadic lifestyle. They call people that lived on land lovers. And they would just stay at the sea. That's how some of those pirates got their names.
Speaking of pirates, have you played Windrose yet?
Mm-mm.
It's a good one.
I've seen gameplay of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I need to branch out, dude. When I start playing one game, I stick to a game so
Well, you know,
hard.
it's not bad financially.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm including game purchases in my taxes now because of streaming, right?
Yeah,
like,
hey, that's good. Man.
yeah, and I was like, fuck, I spent money on games last year, and like I only play like a few of them now, and I spent quite a chunk on them.
Dang, dude.
There's a girl got me, I can't remember, a $50 Steam gift card. So like for Christmas and when the Christmas sales hit, you know, games were like $5 to $10 each. Dude, I was burning that shit up, dude.
Yeah, $50 went away in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think I bought 4 games, and then with the rest, I bought 3 more, and I paid like $6 out of pocket.
Wow.
And it's games I know I won't get to for a while if I ever do, but like it's ones that, like, I didn't even know that a second one was coming out, but I bought Subnautica for like $6-7.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I've heard nothing but great things about this game.
Yeah.
I would play it at some point. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a second one out now.
And I think it recently came out. Subnautica 2.
Yeah, I think it was this week. I think it was past week it came out. I'm not gonna buy it though. So I can't keep buying games like that. I'm not gonna play.
That's true, yeah.
Also just found out I have Discord Nitro, and Discord Nitro allows you to have Game Pass.
What?
Xbox Game Pass, yeah, like I think the upgraded one, not the base one.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, I need to figure out how to link that on my PC.
I didn't know that.
One of the guys named John, and he come.
It's my podcast I was listening to. Listening about Sean Ryan.
Oh, the ex-CIA or...
Well, ATF agent, yep.
Yeah.
So, this is the Hells Angels guy that he was going after.
Oh, he's interviewing him?
Yeah, he's interviewing the Hells Angel dude that turned his life around, that found God, and then the week after he interviewed the ATF agent that went after him. So
That's funny.
that is funny, but they're good friends now. Like, believe it or not, they're both older dudes now.
Talk about Hell's Angel guy. They always have a booth at the tattoo convention that I go to in Fayetteville. But one year I was there, like the head dude walked through, and he was like 7 foot long,
Just a
hair,
behemoth.
long, and I mean, yeah, like wide as the fucking aisle
Yeah.
walking through there. And I was like thinking, oh shit, you're the head of it, huh? I feel like I'm looking at a Viking walk through.
Yeah, those dudes. Some of those dudes just fucking like, where did you come from? You know.
Got a dentist appointment Wednesday, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh man. Yeah, the dentist can be a contingency for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just the last time I went in there to finish up putting like my new crown in, and ended up being there 4.5 hours.
Oh shit!
8 different people being in my mouth.
Oh my
And
god!
not even getting any of the thing I came there to get done.
What?
Yeah, because they fucked up and pulled the filling out that was underneath where the crown was gonna go.
Damn.
So then we had to restart the process. And then yesterday, I've been meaning to go back. Oh, I was supposed to go back in January. And I had planned it where a time around I wasn't doing comedy for about a week.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to have the toothache and then
Try to
do comedy. Because after the last one, my shit hurt for like a month. I was taking, I was rotating between aspirin and Tylenol. Or no, ibuprofen and Tylenol. And so I had planned it around that, and then I put it off for a little bit, and then I looked at my schedule again of a time I wasn't doing comedy. And I'm finally getting back in there. But last night I was sitting there eating, and the fucking crown popped off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, well, I guess this temporary one has worn out at this point. It was done, so.
Well, at least it didn't pop off while you were traveling.
Yeah, well, I was worried about that.
Yeah.
And I was looking at my schedule, and I was like, fuck, there's like no gap where I'm not going to be on stage, so I can't go through the pain and do comedy. Like, well, I probably could. I just don't want to attempt.
That'll affect your performance and everything, dude.
Right, like I don't want it to kind of come through that like something's off, you know. So
Yeah. A friend of mine, she was out there in the UK. So she lived with her parents when she was out there. And she had to get some dental work done. She said dental work out in the UK is bad. I've never been out there, I wouldn't know.
well, we did. I actually did for this trip. Got traveler's insurance.
Oh, okay.
So we were allotted like I think up to $1,000 or $2,000 on dental if we needed it while out there.
Nice. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I wanted to do it for a few reasons. With mom having celiac, if something happened where she ended up like really, really sick and we had to cancel some of the trip, like we could be reimbursed for that. And then two, originally when I booked the flights and stuff, the conflict and all started happening, and so there was talks of like targeting the UK, and so I was like concerned about that, and I was like, well, if we get stuck over there, like having this will at least give us like $100,000 to get back.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, or if one of us died over there, like this would cover transporting one of our bodies back too. So like all of those things, like
Yeah, because you never know.
justifying why to get it, you know.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, because you truly never know.
yeah. I think it covered like up to $100,000 in medical too.
Whoa. That's a lot.
Yeah. And it was somewhat like a life insurance policy too.
Yeah. So it really covered most of pretty much all the bases.
Yeah, and I think for the both of us, I think I paid like $180 for the
that's
entire
not-
trip.
Not bad.
I mean, it's expensive little purchase if you don't use it, you know. You ended up
Like
using
you
it.
s- Yeah, like you said, if you end up using it, I'm glad you had it.
The other day, what I did on, there's a lot of like beginner tattoo pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
So the other day, or Friday night, I threw in a handful of those groups that I was going to be live and like people can pop in and shadow and watch and stuff. I had like quite a bit of viewers that day, like consistently. So I wonder if like with some of those people popping in.
Yeah, like some people are asking questions and stuff.
I wanted some of that. I like because I like talking about
Yeah.
it, but there wasn't a ton of like questions with it. But I forgot to do that for today's session again.
Yeah, it's always good to, teach. It helps your craft too.
Yeah, well, I just too like I do want to build a little bit of a community around that,
Yeah.
not just the gaming community, but also like a tattoo community as well.
Tattoos and gaming go hand in hand.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but too, I was thinking, was like when I was coming up in tattooing, like there wasn't anyone on Twitch. There was people on YouTube trying to teach it, making videos and stuff. But
No one on Twitch live.
yeah, no one to like actually have access to ask them questions. So. Where you'd listen to hours of podcasts and get like a few little snippets of some technique talk that could really help you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, man. There's a lot of resources out there now.
I guess we're coming up on too. Start reworking the top of your arm and start filling stuff in.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. I wonder how you want to do that.
Yeah, I think quite a bit's going to be drawing on you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'll snap another photo, put it in my iPad. Can't remember if I did that last time or not.
Yeah, I know it's going to be hard to merge these two.
Well, we'll figure out a way to blend them a little easier.
Yeah.
Make them look like less of an afterthought.
Yeah.
sitting here.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. I'm back this a little. Right.
You want to try that lumbar split pillow?
Yeah,
I'll grab it. Just see.
I'll be 29, but my body feels 50.
I'm jumping out of plane.
Yeah. A lot of rucking. I'm not a big guy too, so my frame was taking it.
Want the phone over here? I think it compresses quite a bit. So just wherever is comfortable in the center of your back, a little bit of support.
What happened?
When I came to work Saturday, the pulse was out there.
wiggled them, swap them out, and I was like, oh, I guess maybe the one will swap them out with our old bulbs too. So I gotta get new bulbs.
Oh,
But come in today, they're working. I just flipped the switch in here. Now this one's out.
Dang. What if they're short? Oh. What if they're short?
I'll have to go take care of after this. I replaced, there's two bulbs in there, two circular ones.
Yeah.
And I've replaced one before that I remember. I don't think I ever did the other one. It's just weird that they're both out.
Dang. It makes you wonder, like, if something's short.
Yeah, but like, what happened with that one too? Like,
usually this was the last one. Pretty decent.
yeah. probably been 4 years
Oh,
since I've replaced the one in the bathroom.
hey, what about these in here?
I've only had to replace a few of these since I've been here. I haven't had to replace all of them. It's like 6, 21,
What about the white top?
5 years. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna snap a photo of those lights in there and then just go to Home Depot and grab them after this. It's just weird that it's my lights are. I come back from a trip and the lights are acting up.
What's going on here?
We're down the street.
Good.
Yeah. Oh,
You go advance.